guys, and welcome back to the Final Fantasy 2 Level 1 challenge. So last time we blew up the Dreadnought, recruited Layla, and we were directed towards Tist in order to enlist the help of the Dragoons. So we made it to this suspicious looking cave. We have no idea where we are, but we are just investigating this cave. We have run up against this behemoth of a monster, which we are not able to defeat at level 1 because he pretty much annihilates Layla before we can do anything. So what we are going to try is some different strategies. So what do we have? Right, I need to do a little bit of shopping. How much money do I have? Oh god, I don't have enough money. God damn it. Should have done this off stream. Whatever, I just haven't got any time these days. Let me summon as teleport. Yeah, that's good. A really sad way to open the stream, but we need to do a little bit of grinding on that minigame to make some cash. So what strategies do we have available? Let's see if we can buff Layla. If we can land some buffs on Layla, then hopefully she'll be able to survive long enough so that not only will we be able to cure her, that'll hopefully buy us enough time to slow roast the Rhyhorn from the back row. There are 4 of them too. Yeah, that's something I forgot. I've been playing the PlayStation version so much. Not here. We need to go to Salamand. Can you please not ambush me? This reminds me of the speedrun all over again. Bad memories. Of course, being an RPG, probably the most obvious solution would be to grind for HP. If Layla has enough, why do I care to come here? I have a free ship. I was still in the mindset that we need to buy a ticket from Cologne to Kof and then make it to Salamand, but we don't need to do that anymore. So yeah. A very obvious strategy would be to grind for enough HP on Layla so that, or anyone for that matter, not just HP, how about grinding evasion? That's also an option. Because those guys are physical attacks only. So if you grind enough evasion on Layla and just have her tank in front row, she'll pretty much never get hit, and yeah, like I said, battle's gonna take a long time, but at least we are guaranteed a victory. Because we'll be doing some damage and they'll be doing no damage. Fireman Salamand. No, I need to make some money. So that's what the first 20-30 minutes of stream are gonna be. Just me grinding for a little bit of cash. Because we are running away from all random encounters. This playthrough is not about the random encounters at all, which is very much contrary to what FF2 is about in my opinion. Always remember, in FF2 random encounters are far more dangerous than bosses. Oh shit. Buttons, please. Damn it! Crap, which one was Syrian? Doesn't really matter. I need to note this down. I think the best way to, the most efficient way to do this is to write it on a piece of paper. Have a grid ready with you. I think that's what I'm going to do for the speed run, instead of writing it down on my phone. A waste of paper though. Not to mention that the phone keeps autocorrecting, god damn it. When I type guy, it says hi. When I try to type Firian, it says find. Okay, so this was the first one. I think I'll do 3 or 4 of these. Because why not do them at the same time instead of constantly coming back. 200 kills. Okay, it's not nothing. Damn it. What? It seems like Layla is there in pretty much each of these puzzles. I certainly don't mind. And I guess we'll do one more, so that'll give us a total of 120,000 bucks once we are done with this. Plus change. Look at that, we got Layla again. Where was Layla? God damn it. Hello, Mr. Gilgamesh. How are you doing, Matt? How is the 4-job fiesta coming along? Bravely Default. It's minigame time indeed. Seeing as how I have no way of making money since I'm running away from all the random encounters. I'm doing good, I'm doing good. I was stuck in a horrible traffic jam today. Traffic jams are just energy sappers. Almost didn't stream today, but then I realized it's gonna be FF2 today, so why not? I don't need as much energy for FF2 as I need for, say, Tactics or Final Fantasy V when I was playing it. That kind of stuff needs a lot of thought. At least that's the way I like to play it. But FF2 is chill for me. Okay, so we've got our 3 puzzles. So this is 1, 2, and no, 0, 1, and 2, right? 0 gil! God, that's ridiculous. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so this is the 32nd one. Richard. Where is Richard? Richard is here. And we got Min Woo. Where is Min Woo? Min Woo is here. And we got Furion here. Layla is here. Joseph. Where is Joseph? We got Maria here. Gordon. That should be it. This should give me 40,000 bucks. 20,000? Why? I need to figure out how this thing works actually. Huh. That's okay, at least I got some money. Okay, next game, it's Richard again. Where's Maria? Oh crap, where the hell is Maria? Okay, she's here. And this gives me another 20,000 give. And finally... another 27. Damn it, I only made 60,000 here. And if you count the elixirs, I made some more, but okay, we've got a total of 62,000 gil. I was hoping to make a lot more money, but that'll have to do for now. Hopefully that I can survive this stream. And I really should grind off stream immediately after today's stream. Otherwise, not only will I forget, but I'll not get any time. Especially since I'm pretty much devoting all of my free time to practicing the speedrun. So what is going to be our shopping list now? Primarily, I wanted to buy the buff spells because that's a strategy we're going to try next. I can sell a lot of this crap as well. Let's see what spells are available here. First of all, is everyone at 99 evasion? 99%. Layla is at 58% only. Why? Does she not have double shields? She does have double shields, but still... maybe her shield levels are not up to par. She's only got level 1 in shields, why? Alright, because since the time I've got Layla, I've been running away from all battles, of course, makes sense. So we've got life, we've got sap, warp, and teleport. I'll get a bunch of life books at least. 10,000 gil though, yeah, it's fine. And we definitely need ethers because look at our MP. 26, 31 and 25 on my main attackers is not going to be enough, considering that we are probably going to be spending a lot more turns than that. And level 1 damage is, let's just say we can't really get into a DPS race. So I just got a token number of life books. Don't really think we're going to be using life just yet. Because basically, if someone dies, they're dead for good. There is a strategy based around life, which we will use, and anybody who's watched my no HP growth challenge will be very familiar with that strategy. But we'll keep that for later. We'll keep that for a more desperation strat. For now, I'm gonna head into... Actually, yeah, some buff spells are available in POFT too. Let's check them out. I could find a shop actually. I don't think I've ever bought spells from POFT, simply because the spell selection here is the same as in Bloom, and Bloom is much closer to Altair. We've got Cure, we've got Blink, Protect, and Shell. Yep, so these are the three most important buffs in this game. Arguably. Blink, Protect, and Shell. I'm gonna buy a ton of these. Shell is not going to come in handy right now. Actually, it's never going to come in handy. Shell in this game kind of works weirdly. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, is borderline useless. So let me just stock up on Blink and Protect. $43 and 43. So I've got 43 Blink books and 43 Protect books. And I have a lot of money to spare, which I'm going to need. So let's just... yeah! Almost forgot. I need a bunch of ethers. Oh, crap. Because like I said, that MP pool is not enough to sustain us for even one boss battle. Simply because we are not doing enough damage. Each battle is going to be a long, drawn-out fight. So how many ethers do I need? I would like as many as I can carry actually, and I'm already out of money. What can I sell? Why the hell did I decide to buy 99 crosses and 99 mallets? We are not going to be running into that status ailment for quite a while. But I can sell my elixirs, I'm not going to use them. And I get 100,000 kill out of 4 elixirs, so at least that works in my favor. Apparition. I can sell the sleep book. Black magic right now is kind of useless, except for the damage spells, of course. So we've got blizzard, we've got fire. Anything else? Nah, I think we are good. We are stocked up. We've got, how many ethers have we got? Let me buy 10 more. Don't think I'll actually use them, but for this dungeon, might as well buy some Phoenix Stones, since we do have a little bit of cash. So I've got 30 Phoenix Stones, 43 ethers, cottages don't care, elixirs don't care. I think one of the benefits of such a low level challenge is elixirs are essentially just cash. You never want to use an elixir. You're much better off trading it for 25,000 bucks. Right, so now that we've got buffs on our side, let's try this strategy. So what we are going to be trying is trying to get as much, trying to buff Layla up as much as possible. And hope that she can actually survive before to have cure books. That's another thing that I wanted to buy. I should have bought some cure books. He's got cure at level 1, cure at level 1, and this guy doesn't have cure at all. Yeah, I need to buy cure books. Because in addition to buffs, we obviously need to cure as well. Just in case she's able to survive long enough for all the buffs to take effect, as well as HP heals. The cure at level 1 probably is not going to be any effect whatsoever. I hardly think that 60 HP of recovery in one turn will make a difference, but it never hurts to be safe. Right, let's get back there to this unknown cave, which we hope is dist, although we've seen hide nor hair of any dragoon. I mean, at this point, just consider that this was just a second Final Fantasy. They're already dropping the name of a dragoon. What were you supposed to think at this point in time? King just says that dragoons might be an invaluable ally. Gives no details of who the dragoons actually are. Although it is hinted at that they are a very noble race or something like that. Why should I even bother saving? All encounters here are runnable. In the ocean as well as in this dungeon. So without the benefit of Final Fantasy history behind us, we know nothing about the dragoons. What are they even supposed to be? Are they even supposed to be human? Don't really know what angle they were approaching. I guess Gordon did elaborate that dragoons use wyverns. So that's pretty much the only thing that classifies them as dragoons. Although, of course, as we proceed through the game, we will get a pretty decent amount of backstory about dragoons. Feels so nice to just run away from everything. Although because of the saves coming involved in this process, and that is also because of the unrunnable fights. This is one of the few challenge runs that cannot be repeated on the NES version, I'm afraid. Which I'm kind of sad about. But I was really curious to know how this would turn out. Specifically, how would the final boss be if you're restricted to only level 1 skills? Although when I was thinking about this challenge run, I did consider using items, which is strictly not level 1 spells now, is it? Right, everyone needs a cure, everyone needs a damage spell. Look around, yeah. Pokeball missed, Rhyhorn. You need a better ball than that. And there are 4 Rhyhorns here. Actually, I believe it was Gen 5 where you could start running into 2 Pokemon at the same time, wasn't it? So you've got Cure and Blizzard, and you've got Blizzard and Cure. So these Rhyhorns here, they don't have an elemental weakness, so we might as well use the ones that we got. The damage spell that we got. Also, everyone needs. It is pretty late, yeah. And also I remember that when you did encounter 2 Pokemon, you couldn't throw a Pokeball. You had to beat at least one of them. I don't know if 3 Pokemon also started making an appearance, but I do remember that in random encounters, especially in certain types of grass, you could start running into 2 of them. Right. So now the decision we have in front of us is what to use. Should we use Blink or should we use Protect? Now personally, well, I am kind of prejudiced towards Blink, but we'll try using Protect. In Gen 2 and 3 and Sun and Moon, I see. So we'll give Protect a try. What Protect does is, it's a straight up increase in defense. It's not a status, it's not a beneficial status like it is in, I think starting from FF4. Even in FF3, Protect is just a straight up defense increase. Why am I saving? Crap. Oh, never mind, let's just save. So the strategy here is going to be, we're going to use Protect as much as possible so that Layla gets buffed up. It got it! Mask! Remember, this is Frog from Chrono Trigger. I need to remember these characters. Yep. So start using Protect. We need to land as many Protects as possible on Layla. And yeah, the fourth party member can only use physical attacks. And yes, Protect 1 missed. That is another feature of Final Fantasy 2 here. Protect is actually only 50% accurate. And she's dead. So that strategy didn't work. This is another problem with level 1 challenge. The fact that in Final Fantasy 2 buffs actually have accuracy, they are not guaranteed hits, is a problem, is a major problem in a level 1 challenge. Normally the way you go around this, work around this is you level them up so that at least they won't miss. Either you level them up or you level your stats up, but generally it's a combination of both. So Protect did not work simply because it just refused to land. 50%, I had a coin toss and 2 out of 3 ended up on the wrong side. So now we're going to try Blink. Blink suffers the same problems as Protect, but the benefit of Blink is that evasion is so much more powerful in Final Fantasy 2 than just defense. So even if I'm able to land one Blink on Layla, it's possible that she might evade the enemy's attacks altogether. That's something that can happen. Let's see. But once again, I must admit this strategy is very RNG dependent. And you know me, I'm not the type to let RNG take control of my life. Missed? Okay, Blink actually worked there. It missed there and it hit. Oh, look at that. So immediately we see the benefit of Blink. We'll try to stack more Blinks. The only problem is that if it had missed, Blink at level 1 only has 50% accuracy. But the benefit of Blink is that, yeah, Protect is a slight damage reduction, guaranteed damage reduction, but Blink is just straight up evasion. So it's kind of unfortunate for this demonstration that Blink worked. I was hoping this strategy would not work, so that we could move on to some even cooler strategies, but I guess we have plenty of boss fights to do that. Now that we have set up Blink on Layla, all we need to do is just wail on them with damage spells, and eventually they will go down. It's going to take a while, but yeah, we've got this in the bag now. And the only other problem we could possibly have had in a long drawn out battle like this is, do we have enough MP? Considering that level 1 spells only cost 1 MP, effectively we have like 30 30 casts of the spell. We have 30 turns to take them down, but of course, we've got ethers. I preempted that problem. And in this version, we can carry as many ethers as we want, so we really shouldn't, once we have all our buffs set up, there is just no way that we should be able to lose any fight. So let's just press A to win now. Yeah, it's gonna take a while because each of these monsters has 1100 HP and we are doing how much? Not even 100 damage per turn. This is gonna take a long time. I guess in that time I could talk about Blink itself. So the problem with Blink as opposed to Protect is that it goes hand in hand with your evasion percentage. Unless you have a decent amount of evasion percentage, Blink is useless. In fact, you could say that Blink increases in effectiveness with your evasion percentage. So for someone who had 0% evasion, you're much better off going with Protect. What about really default? For example, so we saw that Layla had about 48% evasion, and what Blink does, it increases the number of chances for her to evade. 150% physical vision, 200% evasion. Base evasion is not going to do much. Okay, because it increases based on a percentage of your base stat. I guess yeah, that is kind of related. But here, effectively, it doesn't exactly work like that. The way it works is so Layla had 48% evasion, right? So let's say that she can dodge one hit at 48%. Now these monsters actually get 4 hits. What Blink does, it increases the number of evades you can get. So if she actually had 2 evade at 48%, which means on average she would dodge 1 hit. What Blink does is it increases the number of chances for you to evade, number of hits that you can evade. So now, after stacking 3 or 4 blinks, she has a total of, let's say, 6 hits that she can dodge at 48%. So on average, she should be able to dodge 4 to 5 hits. Again, there's a lot of math involved, but that's the way I've learned Final Fantasy 2. So that's the best way I can explain it. And it works the same for magic also, but damage magic, since you can't straight up evade, Shell is far less useful than Blink. So yeah, theoretically, if you had a situation where you have 0% evade, if you had 0% evasion, then no matter how many hits that you could theoretically evade, if each hit is going to be 0% only, you're never going to evade anything, obviously. At some point in time, these guys will run out of MP. It's taking this long to kill one dude. Pretty hard to sort of vague descriptions. That's good. Strats on the fly. But surely, just like every other RPG, there must be some hidden stats. They never give you the entire information. Like, I know FF2 and FF3 are not stellar examples, but just consider FF3. There are some pieces of equipment which give you magic defense and it never tells you. At this rate, this fight is going to take the rest of the stream. Oh my god, finally. Finally we got one of them, and that took only 35 minutes. Interesting. So I think, yeah, I'll see you guys after 30 minutes. Holy crap, someone actually got a hit in. Maybe she needs one more layer of blink. And this is why number of hits per weapon. So yeah, I guess they don't give you that information. This is why 48% is very much reliant. 48% evasion is kind of reliant on RNG. Theoretically, with horrible RNG, Layla might not have dodged any of their hits, which means if anyone got 4 hits in, Layla would have died. But generally, that doesn't happen. Computer random numbers are relatively reliable, although they are not random. So it's always better to have 99% evasion, because then Blink pretty much guarantees that you'll dodge extra hits. Otherwise you have to take a chance. So this was the Blink strat. I was kind of hoping that it would not work so that we could go on to the really cool strat. I guess we can save that for next boss. Trying to think which is the next boss. One good thing about these long drawn out battles is that it's great for stat growths. One thing about Final Fantasy is that it highly incentivizes you to drag out battles as much as possible, even against weak ass monsters. There are a lot of stat growths whose percentage is dependent on the number of turns. Well, not exactly the number of turns, but the number of times you use a specific skill, like physical attacking, or a particular weapon, or a particular magic spell. The number of times you use it. Yeah, a lot of those mechanics are dependent on the number of times you use something, which is the premise of Final Fantasy 2, of course. So that's why we have the select cancel bug in the previous versions of this game. It's essentially fooling the game into thinking that you have used something many more times than you actually have. But in these remakes, starting from the GBA remake, that bug was fixed. So unless the character actually executed an action, he would not get EXP for it, and not just EXP. It would not be counted against him. It would not be counted against him or her actually doing that action, and he's out of MP. At least give me something. At least it gives me something else to do than just hold down the A button. So ideally, not ideally. They're definitely going to get a stat in intelligence, no doubt about it. So the way intelligence growth works is that the chance to gain intelligence is and he's also out of MP. The chance to gain intelligence is based on the number of times you use black magic in one fight. And here are the hard numbers. And I have to thank what's his name, Jeff Ludwig, for this, because this was, yeah, actually this was in the original version. So based on it's a chance on 25. So the number of times you use black magic is compared to 25, and that's how the chance is calculated. So essentially speaking, simplifying it, if you use black magic 25 times in a battle, you are guaranteed 1 point of intelligence in that fight. Of course, in the previous versions, you have to also make sure you have to be scared of the fact that you also have a 20% chance of the opposite stat going down. So if your intelligence goes up, you have a 20% chance of vitality going down, which is another very fascinating mechanic in FF2. But I guess that did not go down well with the fans. That was the first thing that was removed from these versions. That particular mechanic was intended so that you couldn't make your characters into super duper red mages. Now, red mages are supposed to be able to do physical attacks as well as magic, but average. But without any restriction on stats. And since there are no classes here, you can pretty much grow whatever stat you want. You can easily grind your way up to 99 in all stats for each of your characters, or just one if you want to create a god. But I can also understand that well, that promotes grinding, and if you're willing to put in the effort, then you deserve it. It's just that even if you put in the effort in other games, you generally can't get your characters up to cap all 99 stats, simply because their class prevents it. You can't get a physical attacker with 99 intelligence, for example, or a mage with 99 strength. So in that way, that puts Final Fantasy II apart, at least these remakes. Theoretically, you can get 99 in all stats even in the older releases, but you'll have to grind even more for that. And at any point in time, you might assign sources. They're farmable. What are sources? Even if you did get 99 in whatever stat you wanted, in all stats, in let's say the NES version, next battle there's always a probability that your intelligence could go down or your strength could go down. Strength sources, magic sources. Oh, right. But oh, they're farmable. Holy crap! Same as apples and golden sun. Yeah, what I relate to this is magic tabs and strength tabs in Chrono Trigger and speed tabs. They're all farmable. Wow. So doing that, you can cap all your stats, eh? Interesting. So because of the amount of black magic we're using here, intelligence is pretty much guaranteed. Apart from that, also we are using a shit ton of MP. We have 99 sources from... Oh! And that's one more way that I guess they made FF7 easy. If you really want to, you can farm for tabs just like Chrono Trigger. Although I think in Chrono Trigger it was completely unintentional. Take FF4 for example, you have a limited quantity of HP and MP boosting items. At least I think Puzzle told me that in the DS remake they do have an enemy that drops apples for increase in HP. But I think in the original versions of FF4 there was no such thing. You had like 2 or 3 apples in the game and one MP boosting Soma drops. That was pretty much it. Trying to think of what other games allow you to pretty much cap all your stats. You could create god characters, indestructible characters. Well, FF4 did have adamant armor. If you're willing to farm for pink tails. And good luck getting that with RNG alone instead of manipulating RNG. Now, ideally speaking, we should also get an MP up from this fight. But MP is much more fickle and also much more simple. The theory behind MP up is that not the same as HP up. Theory behind MP up is that you need to spend enough turns in a battle to use more than half of your MP to have a 50% chance of an MP up, as well as a 50% chance of magic up. Magic is a stat that governs how much MP you get. HP is obviously not going to happen here simply because we're not taking any damage. HP up is purely predicated on you taking damage. I guess Layla could have a chance, but my problem with HP and MP gain, the HP and MP gain mechanic, is that at best, even if you started the battle at max HP and max MP and you end the battle at 1 HP and 1 MP, you still only have a 50% chance of gaining HP, stamina, MP and magic. So that's definitely something that I've fixed for the ROM hack. If you lose 50% HP, you should guarantee get a HP up from that fight. The entire premise of Final Fantasy II is that if you lost that much HP in a fight, obviously it means that you are under level, and if you are under level, Final Fantasy II tries to bring you up to a certain level, which is why you can see why this why it's broken in a way, because you can fool the game into thinking that this fight was a lot more difficult than it actually was. You get into a fight with a goblin, and if you start hitting yourself, that fools the game into thinking that the goblins did so much damage to you. I'm still very doubtful whether hitting yourself was intended or not. Sometimes I think that the only reason that you're allowed to target yourself, as opposed to Final Fantasy I, where allies could not target other allies, I think the only reason this game allows you to target your allies is so that confusion can work. I don't know how confusion worked in Final Fantasy I, to be honest, because I've never seen any allies get confused. Let's see if we can finish him off with our remaining MP so that I can get the maximum chance of an MP up. I don't think that's gonna happen. Nah, I think I'm being ridiculous. Why drag the battle for even longer than necessary? So HP up and MP up are fickle. Nothing you can do about that. Layla, because she is selecting the attack command so much, even though she's not actually attacking, but she's pretending to attack, and pretending to attack 45 times in a fight will guarantee you a strength bonus, because the game thinks that you spend so much time in physical attacks, you obviously must not have enough strength. So here's another point of strength. Another problem is that you only really gain 1 point every fight. That is something that was fixed in the Saga games. I don't exactly know the mechanic in Saga, but I think it's like the amount of time it took you to win a particular fight. You gain a proportionate amount of stats. Why does it feel like this last one is taking particularly long? Or is it just because I've run out of stuff to say? Yeah, I think it's been 20 minutes in this fight already. At least it's not like the 4 white mages Astos fight. Oh, GG! MP increase, intelligence increase, spirit increase, magic increase, HP increase, MP increase, intelligence increase, magic increased, MP increase, intelligence increase, sheet level, evasion. Nice. So you saw that everybody's intelligence increased, not Layla, of course. First thing to do is save, and we saw that Blizzard level increased. So the first thing we need to do is discard Blizzard so that I don't use it even by accident. So the Wild Horn fight at level 1 complete. Must say, this strat worked. Layla got some HP, that's awesome. And yeah, special to the GB and PSP remakes is that every 10 battles you get a guaranteed HP up, which is why I think Maria got a HP up here. I guess that's to disincentivize you from hitting yourself. Otherwise, that's the default strategy everyone uses. That's it. Not a big deal. And we get Black Mask. Whatever the hell this is. No idea what this Black Mask is, so we could get the hell out of here, but let's just explore this place a little bit more. Where are these dragoons that they speak of? I might as well pick up these treasure chests. Might save me some cash in the future. Death Idol. Forgot which direction it's in. I think it's here. I never actually backtracked to this cave. I mean, I know it says tropical island in the caption, and obviously I'm pretending, but I sincerely believe that the designers of this game intended for you to be here at this stage. No, and that's why these enemies are at par in difficulty to where you're supposed to be. Not in this level 1 challenge, of course. One of these is a monster in a box. I don't want to do that. And I think the reason that you're intended to be here is that once you get the ship, I guess you're expected to just start exploring wherever you can go. Now, to be fair, if you got the ship, the nearest landmass is, except for Undead, the nearest landmass is the one near Mysidia. You go there, you're gonna get your ass kicked. So that's a bit of sadism if you really expected people to explore. But I guess I don't know the exact Japanese translation, but you are told that this is an island in the middle of the ocean. At least the Neo Demi-Force translation has that particular dialogue. So if you suddenly encounter this island in the middle of the ocean, this is here. I think so. No, it's not here. So you suddenly encounter this island in the middle of the ocean, you go in, the enemies are not too high leveled, and the most important thing is in the NES version, you don't have these captions which show you where you are, Tropical Island B1 and stuff like that. In the remakes, since you've got captions, you immediately know that it's not dist. But in the NES version, you did not have captions, so I guess you were intended to come here, realize that the enemies are probably, you are able to handle these enemies. And make your way through the cave, searching for dragoons. Garlic. Can I please not get ambushed? Wow. I would have loved this encounter rate in my speedrun. Early game, mind you. Let's just go ahead and pick up whatever chests I can. Blind Tome sells for 4,000 bucks, so that's good money. Scorch Tome is also good money. Scorch Tome, okay. So technically there are some enemies which are weak to poison, which is Scourge. But if I'm gonna just use them for one battle and discard, actually I don't think any boss is weak to that. Hang on. One boss is weak to Scourge, so it might be worth it to hold on to it. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that Scourge Tome. I was planning to sell it. I think it sells for about 1,000 bucks. There we go. Are these dragoons? Ooh, look at your weird face. Why you not wearing a mask? What is this, like the Caribbean? We got a whole bunch of guys wearing masks. Black mascot treasure. We keep it at bottom of the cave. You keep your hands up. I got news for you. You know find this, so you know take it. I don't know what the hell they were thinking about in this dialogue. Aha! We are here for this. Not the weapons, of course. We're not going to be using weapons. Simply because, unlike magic, you can't discard them once they level up. I do want Gaia drums, which are only 3,000 bucks. Nice! I thought they were 8,000 bucks. I will buy as many as I can, actually. I'll buy 20 of them. 60,000 bucks down the drain, but hopefully they'll come in handy. No, let me not buy 20. Let's just buy 20 because this is the only place that sells Gaia drums and I don't intend to come back here. Anyway, whatever, this is not dissed. We got some crappy useless black mask. Let's just get the hell out of here. And our search for this elusive place called Dist continues, or Diced, whatever. Let's keep searching. Oh, look, an island. Could this be Dist? Now here's a problem. Here's a huge problem with Dist. Most of the encounters here are unrunnable. Oh, forgot the dialogue. I'm not speedrunning, please. I'm gonna tell my mom. What are you gonna tell your mom? Hey kid. What's the big idea? You're not the bad guys. The kid is certainly I thought the Empire had sent the soldiers after us again. The wyvern's right in there. It's sound asleep right now. My mom says it's gonna die soon, but that's not true, is it? When I grow up, I want to be a dragoon just like my dad was. Oh, so we have found the dragoons. We don't know about the goddess, we don't know about the sunfire. Okay, let's talk to the woman. I hope my son hasn't caused you any trouble. If he has, I do apologize. My husband was a dragoon. The Imperial soldiers killed him along with the rest. Oh no! Rip dragoons. My son and I are the only two left. In the room behind us is the last surviving wyvern. It seems to be trying to tell us something, but I cannot speak its tongue. If we only had one of the pendants, we would be able to understand it. The cavern of the wyverns lies north of this castle. That cavern may hold one of the pendants that allows us to speak the wyverns' language. Interesting. What do you know about the dragoons? The dragoons fought valiantly, but the Empire knows no honor. They poisoned the wyverns' water. The wyverns writhed in agony until at last their breathing stopped. With their wyverns dead, the dragoons were picked off one by one by the Empire. I mean, seriously, what kind of warriors are there that can't do shit without a wyvern? And not just that, all you have to do is take away their pendant somehow, and they won't be able to communicate with their dragons. Yep. I mean, very solid strategy. What do you know about wyverns then? Same thing. Very solid strategy. Same thing, viper. Oh, nope. Wyvern doesn't want to talk to us. So we need to get hold of that pendant. Oh, hang on. I need to loot this castle first. Since all dragoons are dead, might as well. They're not going to be using it. So, rip dragoons. So much for the king's plan, eh? His dying wish was that we could recruit the dragoons to our cause, but that's not going to happen. Inventory is full, cannot carry any more. And we got the winged sword. That is also going to be sold on the block. No physical attacks until the final boss. Stun, stop, and curse, all black magic. I'm wondering if they'll actually ever they'll ever be useful. Unicorn horn, I'm wondering. Probably not. Phoenix Down will definitely come in handy. So yeah, we pretty much looted this castle. Let's make our way out and let's try to get that pendant that she was talking about. So yeah, pretty much most of the encounters here are unrunnable, unfortunately. Yep, this is definitely unrunnable. I saved, right? Tell me I saved. I saved. Right? I have Unicorn Horn. Yep, I saved. Nope. So what are we going to do in this horrible situation? Yep, finally we got a runnable. On the world map is not so bad. So we have exactly one encounter formation that is can be run from, which is all those 4 stalagmites. Now here we come to a horrible situation. On this floor, every encounter is unrunnable. Every encounter is unrunnable. So how do we handle this situation? Obviously we can't save scum here. So instead we go to option B. We try to take the encounters that we can take. Now on the first floor we can run into Kickers, we can run into Yellow Souls, we can run into the Wiz Ogre formation, which is exactly what I was talking about, and we can also run into the Undead formation. So I'm going to select the Undead formation and I'm actually going to pick them off, and in order to save time, yeah, this is the Undead formation, also unrunnable, but we have a very easy way to deal with them. I'm just going to throw the fire rope in the interest of time and not waste any time on them. So yeah, technically this is against the challenge, although not against the spirit of the challenge, because using the item command is allowed. In fact, that's one of the primary reasons I came up with this challenge run. Effectively, what I wanted to demonstrate is that just using items alone, you can beat this game. Fuck these guys. Yellow assholes. So one thing I wanted to demonstrate in this challenge was that just using the item command is you can make it through the game. Of course, there are these remakes. Probably not the NES version. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Come on, give me something good. I know there is Undead here. Trolling contest. Please. No! How much time am I gonna have to spend here? This is just great. Where are the undead when I'm actually looking for them? Get back here, you bastards. Okay, hang on just a minute. Where are we? Diced Cavern B2. It's possible that Diced Cavern B2 does not have undead encounters at all. I'll just give, let's say, 5 or 6 more tries. And if I don't get undead... Okay, we got Revenants. Revenants are actually one of the few runnable encounters here. Save that shit. A 6% encounter. 6% is like what? 2 in 64? 1 in 64? You come across the remains of a dragoon. That's a very shiny remain. Something nearby on the ground catches your eye. Okay, that's what was shining. And you find a pendant. There we go. Now we can talk to the wyvern. Let's check out what he's got to say. And instead of walking back, obviously I'm going to teleport the hell out of here. Need to keep an eye on teleport as well. Oh nice, did not get an encounter. Yo, what's up? Chrono is a silent protagonist. Oh, what was that about? Oh, the wyvern speaks. The Empire's poison already courses through my veins. I will not escape the fate that befell my brood. We actually have to ask him? What do you know about the dragoons? Shortly before the battle with the Empire, a dragoon named Richard, I'm not going to call him Richard, set out to find the ultimate magic. Where he has gone, I do not know. What do you know about yourself? He didn't like me asking that question. I have one last request to make of you. Take this egg to the cavern north of here and submerge it in the life spring. Dude, we got a world to save. It is the last remaining wyvern egg. Oh, okay. I understand. But what is one egg going to do for your race? If it is not submerged in the life spring soon, it'll wither and die. And how come the poison that courses through your veins did not make it into the egg? Very surprising. Because generally that happens, doesn't it? If the mother has been poisoned, very high chance that the poison makes its way through to the fetus as well. And we obtained the wyvern egg. Let's make an omelette of it and call it a day. The egg, the last of the wyverns. Take it to the life spring. I beg you. That didn't sound like begging. And he died. Oh, no, he was just acting. It's all good, And he died again. No, don't worry, he's not dead, he's just acting. Only plot can kill that dragon. Alright, so we saw how annoying that second floor is. So what I'm going to do is, not only am I going to rely on undead encounters, but we are actually also going to take the soul encounters, yellow soul. Why yellow soul? Well, we'll see. Oh shit, I did not save! Or did I? Oh, I did save. Good, good, good. Automatic good saving habits. I wish there was autosave here. Save after every encounter. Nice. So for that, we need to do a little bit of preparation if we want to take soul encounters. Just like the red soul, the yellow soul also absorbs all magic, all elemental magic. So the only way we can deal with them, if we want to use magic, is use holy. Might as well. But holy books cost 20,000 bucks per book, so there is only a limited quantity I can purchase, and I'm sure as hell not going to use them as items. It's much more efficient. It's much more efficient to have them learn it and use it, because sleep grass might come in. Will it though? Yeah, it might come in handy. I'm really debating whether I'm going to use these black magic spells. Nah, I don't think so. Screw these things. Winged sword can also go. That's all I can sell? I only have 55,000 bucks. Crap. I don't even have enough for 3 holy books. Well, looks like it's back to the mini game again. Maybe I shouldn't have bought these Gaia drums so early. Wait, what can I buy here? Yeah, I can buy Asuna. Yeah, I'd like some Asuna, please. Yeah, it's back to the minigame. I think it's the walk to the ice cave, ice fields is much shorter than taking the ship. Damn it. This shortage in cash is much more acute than I thought it would be. Understandably, holy books cost a lot of money. But we are certainly not supposed to have access to them, right? Definitely not at this stage. But not only do I want to buy holy, I actually want multiple books. I'd like at least 6 of them, because every time it levels up to level 2, I need to discard it and relearn it after all. No? Where was Gordon? Damn it! Minigames, unfortunately. This is pretty much the only way I have making cash. I should have done all this crap off stream. Definitely gonna put myself a reminder to do this right away, right after today's stream. Make a shit ton of money so that I don't have to do this every stream. The minigame be? Is there a minigame there? What is that about? Look, that Layla is in this minigame as well. Anytime from the menu. Town building minigame where you help us rebuild Norende. Wow, that looks like a pretty involved minigame. But it's bravely default. It's got a lot of space. Probably can fit an entire FF2 game inside and call it a minigame for bravely default. And you shot in specific mini bosses. This sounds like that pseudo strategy game from FF7. What is that? Ford something. Ford Condor. One more. I mean, if it only gives me 20,000 bucks, wait, what am I talking about? It gives me effectively 45,000 bucks because it also gives me an elixir. So 3 should be enough. No? So this should be enough for my holy purchases. But I think even Gordon is there in pretty much all of these puzzles. Alright, so 0, 1, 2. Three, 4, 5. 31, 32. This should be 32nd. Man, this select cancel even here. At least I'm getting better at this, so that'll help me in the speed run. Fortnite is tanky as fuck. How much did I get? 20,000 and elixir and a cottage. Alright. So it looks like this is the minimum amount. Elixir, yeah. This should definitely be enough. $40,000 this time, I guess because I was that fast. Even trading shield for dual grip. Okay, I made a shit ton of money. Save that shit. And let's go to Mysidia. Actually, thinking about this, I probably should have taken the ship, because now I have to take the ship all the way back to Mysidia. Getting ambushed by goblins? Are you kidding me? So much for this being a boss rush. Most of the time has been spent in saves coming through random encounters, running away from, and grinding money. That is so unfortunate. Honestly, I thought this level 1 challenge would take at best 4 streams. But I'm not even a quarter of the way through the game. And so far we've only had to deal with the simple boss fights. Where is Mysidia? In the middle of the ocean, absolutely no idea where I'm going. How scary must it be to just see water everywhere, all 4 directions? It's truly an art how you navigate the seas. Where the hell am I? Ah, crap. So this time we'll approach Mysidia from the south. Shut up. So to Agnes. Come on, I'm still not that bad. I mean, apparently, if the stories are true, she got lost on a highway. She can get lost even on a straight road. Okay, where should I land is the question. Yep, this looks like the perfect place. Runnable? Yep. Well, they're gonna collect the tax first. As long as it's runnable. Actually, why did I even bother with this sooner? That was another waste of money, since I have all kinds of consumable items. Okay, we made it here. Yeah, we want 6 holy books. 120,000. Wow, we just about had enough cash. Actually, I've got elixirs to sell. What am I talking about? Where are they though? Okay, I just wanted 6, and immediately let me teach it to them. So the purpose of holy is that's pretty much the only way we can deal with yellow souls. Yellow souls only have 20 HP per unit, so they should go down to 3 holies, no problem. Multi-target. At least that's a calculation. What? Oh crap, I'm getting unrunnable. I think this is unrunnable. Yep. God damn it. Like they don't want to let me get away with those holy books. Seriously? I was having such good luck up until now. Oh my god. In this instance, the NES version is very easy. The way save scumming works is that you just keep on saving on the world map, and a soft reset does not refresh the... Of course. A soft reset does not refresh the steps you need to take for the next encounter. So if you get into an encounter, then just soft reset, you start right back where you saved, and since the number of steps has been updated, you can just keep moving forward without actually getting an encounter on the exact tile like it happens in this one. I think I butchered that explanation, but maybe I'll demonstrate it once. Okay, so let's get back to Dist. This entire detour was so that we are not as frustrated as we would otherwise have been with the unrunnable encounters. Dist is really horrible in terms of unrunnables. We have no way of dealing with the Gigas, I mean not without spending an inordinate amount of time. I mean, one could argue that I am wasting far more time doing this kind of crap than taking encounters. But like I said, level 1 challenge, we're going to be running away from as many randoms as possible. This is going to be focused on bosses. I saved, right? The only encounter that is that you can run from on the world map in this is, yeah, these guys, all stalactites. Any other formation, unrunnable. But at the very least, we can deal with the undead formation at least. Now here, I'm going to save on slot 2. Because it might happen, in fact it will happen, that I need to go out and shop for some bosses. Ambushes, yeah, this is not going to work. I need that fight to be not an ambush, because we don't have enough HP to survive an ambush. Definitely not from 5 of them. So what I'm going to do is, we'll see what the boss is made of. And then I'll load from slot 2, because we might need to do some shopping or something, or grinding maybe. Where are these fire books? Alright, next fight. We have the pendant, I believe. Yeah. Man, saves coming like this feels so much like a speed run. Thank you! I'm just using the firebook with Maria because she has the highest intelligence. She'll do the most damage. Nope. That's fine. So now I get this encounter easily. Not while I was searching for the pendant. This was pretty horrible. I swear the number of times I've run into Undead in the speed run, they're definitely not as uncommon as it was made to be seen. Okay, let's test this out. So we only got 3 yellow souls, so I guess single target holy will take care of them easy enough. Or at least that's the plan. Yep, 34 damage. They only have 20 HP. These bloody trolls. As long as it's not an ambush, we can take care of them. Actually, not really sure how much damage multi-target will do. Need to test that out. Nope. Cannot deal with that encounter. Seriously? That's fine. I don't even care if it's an ambush. This place is just that horrible. Nope. Actually, this is a third floor, right? So the third floor is pretty, I think, easily the most horrible floor. Because this has the highest concentration of the double Gigas formation. And yeah, the yellow soul formation is probably the most common on this floor. And they just love to ambush you. They didn't ambush me this time. Let's see how well this goes. How much damage is multi-target? Not enough. Please tell me this is going to be enough. Oh wow, I think that was just about enough. Might need some more spirit points to help with damage from Holy. Nope. Okay, another test. I'm just glad that Holy hasn't leveled up already, although I do have 3 backup copies. That is good damage. So maybe the first encounter was particularly low rolls. Oh crap! Please don't kill Luca. They're gonna kill her, aren't they? She just about survives. Okay, so it's definitely not guaranteed kill. And all of their Holy leveled up, which is just great. Just great. So we need to delete delete that spell, and this is why I wanted 6 of them, 6 holies, because at level 1 with these monsters it's going to level up very quickly. I think the yellow souls are rank 4 monsters, so just 2 or 3 encounters with them will give 1 level for holy. Let's save that and proceed. But on and on, I would still say it's a pretty good decision, because this floor, after this floor, I don't think we can run into yellow souls. And before I run into yellow souls, ambush, nope, I'm not surviving that. Not with this HP. Come on. But yeah, they just like to ambush you. More often than not, it's going to be an ambush, so I can't really complain. This place is not getting around. Yeah, it's like this. Come on, I think I can survive 2 of them. Not just survive, it's actually good for HP ups. But hopefully I can make it through this floor and not get any more yellow soul encounters. On the bottom floors there are plenty of runnables, so we should be okay once we make it out of this floor. Yep, we made it. This is going to be a straight run to the boss. This fight we can run, but I'm wondering if I should just reset since I just saved, and why waste potions. But yeah, you can definitely run from this as well. Acid file, that might come in handy at some point. Alright, so it's time for the boss, I was gonna say, before I was rudely interrupted. Have I been saving on slot 2 all this time? Oh crap. Actually, it doesn't really matter because I would have had to make it through this place again anyway. So let's take a look at the boss, shall we? Chimera after the agate. How do I put this in Victorian language, English? Chimera wanted the egg. He shall not have it. Oh god, I got 4 chimeras. Okay. Might as well use Holy when we can. So I'm gonna get thrashed pretty badly this fight. So these chimeras, not only do they have pretty good physical attack, I think these guys get 5 hits. So Layla probably doesn't have enough evasion. Yeah, in addition to that, they have Blaze 7. Blaze 7 hurts. And this is probably going to be rip. Oh, Firin somehow survived. How? Yeah. So, first things first. This encounter is dynamic. It's not fixed. It can be between 1 and 4. Hey Shihali. Kaya Drum. That's an option. But I'm trying not to use items as much as possible because in a super restricted level 1 challenge, I'd like to use Just level 1 if possible, because using items they will cast higher level spells. Although it is still within the spirit of the challenge run. I'm not using any of my party skills. I'm just using items. I'd like to reserve that for a backup strategy if I really can't come up with anything. So the first thing to note here is that we can run into between 1 and 4 chimeras. Let's see if we can take just 1 chimera. Do we have cure? Yeah, everybody has cure. Except Layla. Maybe Layla... No, Layla is not allowed to use anything except physical attacks. Let's give this a shot. We are going to keep re-rolling until we get exactly 1 chimera. Let's see if we can deal with that. Oh, good. We immediately got just 1 chimera. Holy is our best damage spell, so let's just go ahead and use that. I'm only using it because I don't think Holy is going to come in handy after this dungeon. So this guy can use physical attacks and he can use Blaze 7 as we saw. Whenever you use Blaze 7, hopefully Luca won't die. Okay, or she could die. So we are down 1 member. We need Chrono and Frog, and yeah, we need both of these guys to use Cure. Layla is also probably going to die, but she has a little bit of HP. She can survive for some length of time. We just gotta hope that he doesn't use Blaze 7 again, the Chimera. Okay, so we got 1 more turn. I will use this turn to cure Layla, although she doesn't need cure right away. So I guess for now nobody has life. Yeah, so that was another mistake. Maybe I should have gotten life. But let's just do this with just Chrono and Glenn for now. Let's see how far we can go. That's going to be our strategy. Looks like Layla has enough evasion to dodge the enemy's hits. I don't know how. The Chimera gets like 5 hits. Place 7 again, so we need to cure up. Place 7 really hurts, man. At least we are out curing the damage that Place 7 does. We also need to cure Layla. Definitely this time. Because if he uses Blaze 7 again, Layla might make trouble. And she's pretty much the only one protecting us from the Chimera's physical attacks. Alright, we are back up. God damn it. So yeah, that can be an issue. Of course, he doesn't have infinite MP. On the other hand, we do, because we've got plenty of ethers. So at some point in time, if he just keeps on spamming Blaze 7, actually I might be in trouble, because then Layla will be taken out. So this is not a 100% strat, but let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, then we'll try a different strategy. Asshole. He knows exactly what I'm doing here. We got lucky with 1 Chimera, but he's not gonna let me go without a fight. Yeah. Really got the short end of the stick here. I think he has a 50% chance of using Blaze. Less than a 50% chance actually, every turn. But 4 turns in succession he's used Blaze. Now even Glenn is dead. And of course, now that everybody's been taking care, he's gonna punch Chrono in the face. Right, what other strategy we have? We have, if curing is not gonna work, what is going to work then? Now I'd like to, in fact I'm entitled to say that I got really unlucky in this fight. That he was spamming Blaze so much, but I'd like to come up with a strategy to deal with that as well. One alternative we have is to reduce elemental damage from his Blaze spell, which is Fire Elemental, obviously. How do we do that? We can buy Ice Shields at Mysidia. Now if we go all the way back to Mysidia and buy 4 Ice Shields, damage from Blaze will be reduced. I think it'll be quartered, or at the very least halved. So our Cure 1 will easily keep up with that, even multi-target. So that's one option we have. The other option we have is somehow if we can silence him, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen. We do have the silence spell. I did not purchase it, but even if we had the silence spell, silence at level 1 is just not good enough to go through his magic defense. Silence is not going to work. What other options do we have? Actually, we don't have any other options. The only thing I can think of is to buy Ice Shields. So that's exactly what we're going to do. The worst part about this is that I have to make my way through this dungeon again. Let's head back to Mysidia and buy a bunch of Ice Shields. Should have enough money. 93,000. Yeah, I have enough money. Why am I saving on slot 2? Can I not delete this? Yep. Okay, good. So I've only got file 1 now. Wow, I thought I would make it all the way to the ship without an encounter, but that is too good to be true. So reducing elemental damage with the Ice Shields, that pretty much neutralizes Blaze, along with Cure, mind you. And it looks like Layla has enough evasion to evade the Chimera's hits, which is quite surprising. Let's take a look at Layla's evasion. She has 3-93. I don't know how she's evading their hits. 3-93 is definitely not enough, so I'll need to get Blink in some action as well. Man, half of this world map would be ocean, I guess. Look at this. If there's ocean everywhere we can see, how am I supposed to have any sense of direction? I think this was the place where I landed. Oh no, that was too much to the north. Oh, no, hang on. I could have gone a little bit more north, but that's okay. So we need to buy Ice Shields. 4 of them, please. It's only 5,000 bucks. Could have sworn this was 15,000 bucks. So pretty cheap ice shields. And in addition to protection from fire attacks, it also has a higher evasion rating. Not that our guys with double shields need that, but it might come in handy if I actually plan to use physical weapons at some point in time, just for demonstration purposes. Of course, only the final boss is going to be. I'm going to use physical attacks only at the final boss to ensure that they are all at level 1. Yeah, look at Layla dodging everything like a boss. Maybe the enemies just suck that bad. Even though they get 5 hits, they don't roll all of their 5 hits. Maybe that's the thing. So even an evasion level of 3, which means that you can at best dodge only 3 hits, is good enough. Okay, so that was pretty fast. Let's go to the place of horrors again. Let's go back to test. Uh-oh, I need more holy books. Do I have cash? Yeah, I have cash. Should have bought some more holy books. Now this time I'll ensure that I save on a different slot and then move the slot around so that we don't have to repeat this stupidity again. Killer Mantis, we shall see you soon enough. Right now these enemies are still much higher level than we're supposed to deal with. He says as he's running away from all random encounters. Man, I was enjoying a nice sail. Why did you guys have to ambush me like this? Damn pirates. Those pirates must be making a really good living stealing off of people. Hey, look at how fat they are. And their swords just look ridiculous. I doubt they even know how to use them. Nope. I'm doing some good advertisement for Square Enix. Number of times Square Enix has popped up. This video is probably going to be copyrighted. Thank you. I went into the damn lake to avoid an encounter, but I got an encounter right after. Let's see if we can avoid that one. 2 extra steps. Yep, worked. Alright. God damn it. Oh my god. Okay. At least I have a firebook to deal with that. Undead are not a problem. But this time, no, not firebook. This time I shall save on, well, both slots first of all. Yeah, so we got slot number 2, which is just outside this cave. Oh, damn it. Once again, we have to endure this torture of making our way to the boss to reset percent. That's like any percent. You've only seen the Wonder Swan speedrun, haven't you? Pretty much any speedrun of FF2 is just save scum, especially late game. Do we actually care about darkness? We don't. Darkness halves evasion, but I don't think that's taken into account for turn order. And Layla was not blinded. She's still good enough to tank. Tankness. Damn it. One very interesting thing to note is that you always get the encounter at the very same tile. And sometimes you also get the same damn encounter. If I could please have the RNG. Yeah, thanks for that. That was definitely a different RNG. The damn kickers ambushed me. Okay, this is manageable. I mean, I'm at a stage where I'm calling six yellow souls manageable. This dungeon really can drive you crazy. Oh god damn it, seriously? I'm not worried about my holy spell leveling up. But yeah, you can immediately see the effects of that ice shield. We are hardly taking any damage. Oh, now you do 10 damage. Luca leveled up her holy spell, so we need to get rid of that. But fortunately, Chrono and Glenn did not. Oh man. Seriously? Can I not get that encounter? I mean, I know it's a very common encounter. Can I not? I mean, I'm trying to be as lenient as possible here. Thank you. I did promise the game that I don't mind this encounter. I don't mind the yellow soul encounter. What more compromise does the game want? Why so many gigasses? Again, the question I have to ask is, where are the damn undead when you actually need them? So I'm actually gonna go ahead and pick up the magic staff. Might come in handy. Get a free heal here as well. So the green soul. Maybe this is maybe. I mean, my question is, where are the undead when you actually need them? This is basically a free in, minus the MP. Unrunnable encounter. So I'm just going to try to keep running away until I get a full heal. This encounter really shows developer's sense of humor. You look at green souls, and after the annoying red and yellow souls, you're just shit scared of these guys. But now all they do is cure you. Nothing else. Even after they run out of MP, they only have a weak ass physical attack. Can you please target Maria? I mean Luca? Thank you. Now you are ready to die. And they only have 6 HP, so they should die to one multi-target Holy One. There we go. And we also got the Major Staff. Major Staff will cast Fire 5 when used as an item. So yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid using items, but I'm just gonna collect them nonetheless. Just to make that strat available. Just to keep that strategy available. I was gonna save there. Ah, this is fine. This is fine. As long as Layla is not blinded, we are fine. I guess complaining about something does really work. Now I'm getting a lot of undead encounters, which is the most preferable kind. More undead? More undead! Look at that! But yeah, the game does extract its pound of flesh first. You really have to suffer and then complain. You can't just start right off the bat complaining. That's how I guess the universe works. So hopefully I get a lot of yellow soul encounters here. I mean, best case scenario on this floor is revenants, which are runnable. But otherwise, this floor is an absolute nightmare. Most of the time you'll get Kickers or Yellow Souls. Out of those two, Yellow Souls I would take. Ambush is also fine because we are hardly taking any damage because of the ice shields. Look at that, single digit. So even if we do have 5 Yellow Souls, it's fine. I seriously think that the damage reduction is like quarter. These things were doing how much? Over 30 damage per person. And now they are doing 6 to 7 damage. Come on, we need better roll. But I think inevitably Chrono and Glenn's Holy is going to level up here. Please die. Thank you. So that was the ideal result. What about your holy spells? Holy 2, yep. So Chrono needs a new holy. Glenn is fine, surprisingly. Nice, nice. So that is one holy saved. 20,000 bucks. Who would have thought that money would have been an issue? Well, it's only an issue because I'm doing that stupid mini game on stream. Really should have grinded a ton of cash off stream. That is entirely on me. I mean, I did promise that once we got access to that mini game, money would never be a problem. But those were the days when I actually had time. Either that was a crit or Chrono got more spirit. Yeah, I think that was a crit because no way Holy 1 is doing Valkyrie acquired. Wait, what? Which playthrough is that? Oh, okay. So you actually rolled a Valkyrie. But that's very much in-game, isn't it? Valkyrie Red and Vampire. Okay, Valkyrie's Dragoon. God damn it, I thought Valkyrie was Blue Mage. Yes, I made it to this floor. That's fine. What abilities does the Red Mage have? Don't think you specifically mentioned Red Mage ever, so it certainly can't be as good as it's in FF5. Wait, why am I doing this again? Yeah, I'm saving on file 1, good. File 2 is strictly for if I need newer strats for the boss. So I must say, this trip did not take as much time as last time, that's for sure. Maybe I just got lucky. Seriously, what is with the encounters on the last tile before the boss? Brave puzzle give you brave points. So nothing spectacular. Right, so we are once again at the boss. As mentioned last time, the first thing we need to make sure is that we roll only one Chimera. We got 4. Nope, not gonna work. I mean, ideally speaking, I should go for maximum challenge with 4 chimeras, but Yeah, this challenge run is not about these low lives. I only care about making it all the way to the final boss at level 1 and taking him down, seeing how that works. So tempted to just take this encounter. You know, let's try this. Let's try this. Fully at 1, right? Yep. What? Her holy leveled up to 2. I didn't even notice. And she doesn't have a damage spell. Okay, she can use blink meanwhile. Then in that case, this fight Maria can be a healer. Damn it, my absent-mindedness. But we should be able to deal with this. We have an answer to their blaze attack, which is the ice shield. And now with that blink and Layla's innate good evade, we have an answer to their physical attacks as well as their blaze spell. Easy peasy. So now it's just a matter of time. We need to make sure that Luca's MP is... she always has MP available. What cure was that? Still good enough, still good enough. Their blaze was doing only about how much? 20 damage? So whatever cure we got was more than enough. I think that should do it. Now of course they're not going to use blaze at all. So in this fight, pretty much everyone is using white magic, as opposed to last fight where everyone is using black magic. White magic is actually much easier to level up. Not white magic. Spirit stat. So just like black magic, if you use white magic a certain number of times, you're guaranteed in one battle, mind you, you're guaranteed an increase in spirit. And of course, since you're using MP, the same thing goes for MP. But for black magic, the threshold is 15 turns. Which is why even if you let's say you just use white magic once and you use black magic once, white magic spirit still has a much higher chance than intelligence to level up. I don't know why there is an unbalance of that sort. Oh, they've started with the blaze spam. Maybe because they just thought you won't be using as much white magic as black magic, but I found the opposite to be the case. Even though buffs are not guaranteed, at least they don't have to go through magic defense. But just imagine, for black magic, especially the status spells, not only do they roll accuracy, for that alone you have to level up black magic to ridiculous levels, and by ridiculous I mean level 4, level 5, just to land the spell itself from your side. And on top of that, you have to pass the enemy's magic defense check. So that's why even for moderately strong enemies, you need to level up black magic to ridiculous levels in order to get them to stick. Of course, I guess that's why spells like Toad and Mini, that's why we have instant death spells, so many instant death spells in this version. Because where instant death is concerned, you only really have to get one level to stick. And If you have grinded those spells up to high enough level that you get guaranteed one level of that spell to stick, you don't really have to care. It's just instant death. But because of that mechanic, spells like blind, sleep, especially temporary status ailments, are just not worth it. You have to grind them up so much. But yeah, coming back to the point, I thought I found far more use for white magic than black magic. So having white magic level up, not level up, having a spirit level up much easier than intelligence just kind of did not make sense to me. But once again, one can only guess at what the intention was. Oh, that was a crit, 55, and that's one camera. I think we've got this in the bag. What shall we use? Doesn't really matter, you know what. Luca, don't waste MP. Everyone's guaranteed an increase in spirit anyway. I don't know how much MP these things have. Is making them run out of MP a feasible option is what I'm wondering. I don't think so. I think they have more than 100 MP, and if their Blaze 7 only costs 7 MP, it's gonna take a while for them to run out of MP. Of course, now he won't use Blaze at all. Bastard. Last match he used Blaze 4 times in succession. You can just imagine. I think this fight was much more representative of his low chance to use Blaze. AI in FF2 is pretty simple. Either they'll use a physical attack or they'll use one of their spells. And they'll use one of the spells based on a random number, not even in reaction to any event or anything like that. Very simple AI. I think FF1 through 4 had totally RNG based AI only. Of course, FF4 had started counter attacks and a bunch of gimmicks. But they could do that because that was the first one on the SNES. Sometimes I imagine if FF2 enemies were actually smart and they could react to how the battle was going, how would some of them behave? Definitely the endgame monsters would, yeah, they would be much more difficult. Oh, GG by the way. I mean, obviously, this was a foregone conclusion. Let's dump the egg in the spring of life. Wow, we had to work for this, didn't we? I better hope the dragon. I better hope this is worth it. Or the damn dragon. Y1 egg sinks gently to the bottom of the spring. Okay, now that we have done this, let's go back and talk to the dragon. Maybe he has a prize for us. I mean, I know he's dying and all, but we were asked to enlist the dragoon's help, so we'd like to go back to Altair with some kind of result, if you don't mind. Nice, again no encounters. Hey, what? Wow. Either he was faking all along and he just flew away, or like in Final Fantasy tradition, the dragon must have blinked and then faded away from existence. Press F to pay respects. Lady, do you know what happened? The last living wyvern is dead. Oh, okay, rip. But the egg you placed in the spring remains. It better. Someday it will hatch and the wyvern will spread its great wings and soar to the sky for the rebels. Alright. So it's a contract then. The wyverns can't thank you for what you've done, so allow me to do so in their place. We are grateful. The wyvern, it's dead. Okay. Nothing to be done about this. The only consolation we've got is when that egg does hatch, we got ourselves a dragon to use however we wish. That's what I heard. Nice. So I guess the only thing we can do right now is head back to Altair and inform them about this troubling turn of events. We were directed to Dist to enlist the help of the dragoons, but we made our way there only to find that all the dragoons have been killed. Even the wyverns. One masterstroke by the Emperor. Alright, let's just talk to a couple people here. What's happened to the princess? All she does is laugh when I talk to her. Yeah, she did that too last time. Maybe she's just in shock because her father just suddenly died, you know. The princess has shut herself away in her bedroom. She won't see anyone. Really? dragoons. Vanquished? I can't believe it. Might as well give the news to Gordon. Hilda's been acting very strange lately. I try to speak to her and all she does is laugh. Don't you care about the news that we have? Could the king's death have disturbed her so deeply? I just don't know what I can do to help her. Would you try speaking to her for me? Okay. The princess' behavior has been quite unusual. What could have happened to make her act so? I mean, why are these guys suddenly focused on the princess so much? Fulfill your given duties, did you? Good to see you back in One Piece. Speaking of One Piece, when is that shit ever gonna end? The princess's behavior has been very strange. Is that grammatically correct? Princesses. Since that word is not a proper noun and it ends with an S, should there be apostrophe S or should there just be apostrophe? This might be a corner case. Princess's behavior has been very strange lately. Should be princesses. Aha! Perhaps she's only reacting to the king's death, but still. I think I think that could be a corner case. Layla, is it? The rebel army welcomes you. Oh my god, you've started hitting on her already. Prince Gordon has become a firm leader. You don't have to be much of a leader if all you have to do is sit in that chair. You won't even go and see Hilda. I suppose the time he spent with you is to thank for that. Yeah, he spent a lot of time thanking for us. I caught the princess eating a rat. Honest, I saw it with my own eyes. No, surely not. The wyvern's died, hasn't it? Yep. These guys seem to know the news. So let's go have a chat with Hilda. Eating rats. Surely he meant eating like a rat. And surely the princess is not actually eating rats. Hello, princess. Chrono, there's something I would like to discuss with you. That guy doesn't speak. What could you possibly discuss with him? Or it's a non-verbal kind of discussion, eh? Nope. We'll be waiting outside. Luca doesn't really care about anything. I finally found out the name of the song. It's called Swan Lake. Or either the composition, I don't know, it's what's it called? Waltz or ballad. I don't know, this thing's called Swan Lake. I'll need to do some more research on that, but one of the FF2 streams I was watching, they were immediately like, this is Swan Lake, so that's all I got right now. But it's a pretty nice theme. Come to me, Chrono. Why are you just standing there? I don't enjoy being teased. It's a ballad, I see. Classical music? Russian? Interesting. Chrono doesn't know what to do. Never been in this position before. Now you're mine, Chrono. Oh no, Snake. Not so fast, you scurry snake. Layla was listening in on the door. All of them were. Alright. Fully leveled up and I forgot. And we don't have any damage spells. Holy definitely leveled up. Oh shit, even Blink leveled up. Whatever. I can't fight this right now. What I need is some setup. Blink 1, Protect 1, Cure 1. Okay. Cure 2. Shit. I need to teach her Cure as well, and I need to teach her Blink as well. Holy 2. Cure 1, Blink 1, Protect 1. Okay. So let's have a damage spell. Since I would like to have a lot of fire books for undead encounters, I'll just teach them Blizzard. The Lamia Queen does not have any elemental weakness. So let's just go with Blizzard for damage. And I think Luca is the one who needs Cure, wasn't she? And Blink. Where is Blink? Anyone else needs Blink? Don't think so. You got Blink, Protect, Blink, Protect, and Blink, Protect. Okay. So let's try those same strats that we used with the previous boss fights. So the Lamia Queen is, I would say, the most difficult fight in the game. Not objectively, because just like every other boss fight at this stage, she's gonna be a random encounter late game. But the thing is, relative to your development or intended state of development in terms of magic and weapon skills, I think this monster is very, very high leveled. For reference, she gets 8 hits. She has an 8-hit attack, physical attack. That is just ridiculous for this stage. Which is why we're gonna stack Blink like crazy. Let's see if we can get this to work. Hopefully we can't get this to work. Oh man, Blink is actually hitting. Oh god, really? Okay, let's let this working. Now, she does have some other tricks up her sleeve. Actually, she doesn't. She has exactly 2 other tricks up her sleeve. One is Entice. Entice at level 9, that too. So that's pretty much guaranteed confusion. We don't have any defense against confusion at this stage. But this is a very, yeah, okay, it's called Charm. Let's start attacking while I discuss her AI. FF2. Confusion is very simple here. Any confused character will, allies I'm talking. Enemies behave differently, strangely enough. Confused allies will only attempt to physically hit each other. Charm and Confuse different statuses. What's the difference? Maybe Charm only works on the opposite sex, eh? So, confused allies will only try to physically attack each other. Do random things for the benefit of the enemy. Do anything against anyone. Oh, that actually makes sense. Kill enemies and attack friendlies. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Because confused, yeah. Normally what would happen is what you said for Charm is what they would do for confused, wouldn't they? But when you're confused, it does make sense that you just do random stuff. Even try to escape from battle. That should also be a thing. Okay, random versus help enemy. But strangely, in FF2, confused monsters. Confused definitely tries to escape. Well done, GG game. Pin. Is there a similar mechanic? Is there a chicken mechanic in Bravely Default as well? Does it keep track of your escapes? When I found that about FF5, I was just so pissed off. That was, I mean, I was innocently running away from all fights. It's not as if I was intending to get the Brave Blade anyway, but it was just my ignorance. And the game tries to take advantage of my ignorance. Nope, that's very unfair. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that FF5 would have a Brave Blade. The more I think about it, FF5 is like it's very much intended for repeat players, not for first time players. First time players, it's full of pitfalls. That's what I've been told about Tactics as well. Tactics is a generally easy game, but not when you're playing it for the first time. Apparently that's the benefit of hindsight. But yeah, what I was talking about is even though the confused behavior is very simple in FF2, strangely monsters can still use spells when they are confused. So the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in FF2 is there's a group of Lamias and Corals late game. Corals can pretty much kill you with their physical attacks. So one guy got this group confused. The Lamia used Confuse on her Coral ally, and the Coral just physically attacked this Lamia and killed her. And then he attacked himself and killed himself as well. That was just hilarious. Confuse can use items. They can in FF8. So 1200 and about best way to waste elixirs. Well, 1300 HP to get through. Sounds like it explains why I confused the rare drop. I suppose less than encounter wrecking. But Betrayal Fangs cast Confuse 16. And there are at least 3 or 4 Betrayal Fangs. So because we've got double shields on everyone, and 3 out of 4 guys are in the back row, so we don't really care about Confuse on allies here. Because at best they're going to try to attack each other with shields, which is going to do 0 damage. Look at that. So technically speaking, her physical hit is the one that is most scary. But because we've got a very efficient strategy against physical hits, that's been neutralized, and her confusion is her second biggest weapon. And because of our party setup here and the restrictions we placed on ourselves, they've actually helped. They actually helped us. So there we go. Lamia Queen, surprisingly easy fight in a level 1 challenge. Drop something. Oh my god, we got the best drop ever. This is a 5% drop from the Lamia Queen. Thank you for that. In before best dialogue in the game. Enough to know you shouldn't be letting your guard down around fetching young ladies, I'd say. I just love Layla's dialogues. Wherefore has Wherefore has milady... God damn it. I can't come up with Victorian English on the fly. I'll just say, wherefore real princess gone? No, I'm just butchering Glenn. I should have thought about this earlier. Our terrible news. We've just heard a tournament is being held in Palamisia, and Princess Hilda is surprised. I will ring a bell to Layla. Oh, don't worry. Layla is someone who can take care of herself. She'll make him walk the plank. I'm coming with you. I want to help you rescue Hilda. Don't worry. I know just how you feel, Captain. Me and me boss will manage your army. I run a tight ship. No need to fret over us. Alright, so we got Gordon back. Does he have double shields? Nope, he does not. I need to buy shields for him. Alright, as usual, we leveled up a bunch of spells. So Blizzard goes. As his Blink. Her Blink didn't level up. Awesome. Let me prepare and we shall call it a day because it's almost 3 hours. I'll buy a couple Mithril shields for Gordon. We don't need the ice shields for him. Actually, we kind of do. No, we don't. Chimeras from this point are going to be a random encounter, and we don't care about random encounters. No armor though, plus only 150 HP, so that is going to be a major issue. I know just the way to deal with it though, so yeah, I'm not scared. We got the wimpy ass Gordon back. So apparently, whoever this princess was an imposter. How could that possibly have happened? Turns out that this was another masterstroke by Emperor Palamisia. Yeah, let's equip the ribbon right away. Luca can have it. Why not? I mean, she needs all the help that she can get to look pretty. Do I need to buy anything else? I don't think so. Gordon, what's your evasion? 94, okay. So what actually happened is that the Emperor switched the princess once he captured Sid's airship. So the ones that we rescued from the Dreadnought were actually the fake princess and Sid. Technically, he could have done a number on Sid as well. I wonder why. Maybe he couldn't get anyone to act like Sid. It would be rare nuke for disastrous encounters. Could be. But to be honest, I've personally never got the Betrayal Pang to work. So the hilarity that I saw must have been 1 in a billion. Because confusion also generally wears off pretty quickly. Very straight up told Furion. Do they not tell you though? I'm quite sure that if I talk to the NPCs, I would get this exact same dialogue. Because I do remember that it was made very clear that how is it that the Lamia Queen ended up here? So, to recover from a... The reverse sign of chance to recover from a temp ailment. %80% chance to stay confused and 80% chance to recover. If I get confused enough. Okay, so you mean that it generally works in the NES version. Confusion stays. Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, I have noticed. I thought it was a function of magic defense. Maybe I should look that up. Nah, I mean, definitely in the NES version, you tend to stay confused. Massively brutal. I don't remember in the Wonder Swan, but definitely starting from the PS1 remakes. I honestly thought that it was because of the fix of magic defense. If the princess is the tournament prize, maybe I should enter. What? Who am I kidding? I'd be killed. 20% round recovery chance. That doesn't clear temp ailments. Min still hasn't returned from Messida. Focus, focus. Princess is missing. They're giving away a princess as some kind of prize? I can't stand it! There's a prison beneath the Colosseum where they are having the tournament. I bet the princess is being held there. Okay. You must save the princess! Take care, Prince Gordon. Palamecia? It lies far to the south of Kashuan. The monsters living in the Palamecian desert are said to be very tough, so be careful. Fortunately, they're all runnable. Oh, I hope the princess is alright. Even the dragoons couldn't stand against the might of the Empire. We've been the mods, I know, right? But I guess that was all a ploy to lure the main characters. Sounds like the Emperor himself will attend the tournament. This could be a chance to defeat him. I thought there was something odd about the princess, but a giant snake? I didn't see that coming. Off to face the enemy on their own turf, eh? Try not to get yourself killed. I may have talked more than my share of rubbish with you kids, but I've always liked you, yeah. Screw you, old man. Okay, I guess they did not. Just right on the days. Nobody here. Okay, in that case, I have no idea how... Maybe the NES translation has some dialogue which says that they switched her in the warship. It was actually showing that Hilda was there. She's there. Maybe. It is what you get. Which brings another interesting point. How did the rumor that the Emperor is holding a tournament make its way all the way here? And who the hell is he holding the tournament for in the first place? What the hell is he doing holding a tournament in the middle of a war? What on earth is going on here? Maybe there are some, what do you call them? Freelancers running around, not freelancers, bounty hunters running around who are just looking to make some cash, and he's holding a tournament for them. Yeah. Because after the sequence of events, he's made it pretty clear that this was an ambush. All encounters in this desert are runnable. I've heard that there is one encounter with the poison toad which is unrunnable, but I've never actually seen a poison toad in the desert. Anyway, we are going to tackle the Colosseum next time. So, quite a lot accomplished. But yeah, I don't think, contrary to what I thought, this playthrough is taking a lot longer than I thought. But definitely, by next time, I will grind 1000 imprisons instead of killing on the spot. By next time, I'm definitely going to grind up a lot of cash. In fact, I'm going to do that right away after stream. What else do we need to do? Yeah, we'll see what happens next. You guys have a good day and take it easy. Bye.